everybody? Joshua Fish Stewart here, bringing you another video finally. So let's get straight into it. Like the title suggests, all it is a fish room update. So strap in, strap on, whichever you like, let's get to it. All right, we're here to the next tank. It is a cherry shrimp and bristlenose albino pleco tank. I do have albino fry. Well, I guess they're not fry anymore. Babies, because of plecos. Who cares? Either way, babies. I have about 50 of them, and they're scattered all throughout the tank. Some on the glass, some over there. I did add. Is it you? I believe it's this bristlenose female. I've had her in that tank over there, and I didn't know she was still in there. Let's see, everybody. Yeah, we'll see them in a minute, but I didn't know. So I seen her the other day when I was cleaning, and I was like, let's throw her in there so it's just not that one female in the back. There's 2 males to 2 females. I do need something else besides that hole because they're too big for the mouth anymore, and they love to breed in here. So maybe I'll get another dragon, flip it over, do it that way, because that's all they're interested. They don't do it, in these water spouts for like plants. The males will go in there and clean them out, but the females don't like it, I guess. So they just like it in there. I don't know what it is. So maybe I'll get some more dragons. My plants are doing absolutely wonderful. I don't even know what these are called. I'm not a big plant guy. I know these are not pothos, Anubias. I don't know the kind though, so let me know. I should know, they're in my tank, but I'm not a big plant guy. I get it because I like the way that they grow, and they're nice and green. So I really like those. And I like these ones because they send out runners. I have one growing there. I have one growing up there. And one back there. And I really like these. They're easy to take care of, as you can see. Just hanging on the back LED lights. And they're doing fantastic. So obviously this tank is balanced because there's breeding going on. But even before that, these plants were doing really well. So I really enjoy this tank. I can sit back like this and see red and you know, yellow scattered. So I enjoy this. I'm gonna keep this tank for a while. Even if I don't sell any fish, I'm gonna keep this tank because even though there's not like fish swimming over in the middle, I like all the activity. And soon, I hope that I'm gonna add in some more cherry shrimp, hopefully better quality, to this tank. And I wanna just cover it all. You know, how cool would it be? This is about a 40 gallon. How cool would it be, or maybe a little more, 50 gallon, to see all of this covered in red, and all of that covered in red, and all that covered in red, you know? So I haven't seen it in anybody's tank before. And I watch a lot of YouTube. I seen all of your guys' videos and I enjoyed it. Matter of fact, I'm watching it right now. Let's see.
I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of empty tanks here. We need to start getting
Predatory Fins. That's my guy right there. Matter of fact, speaking of that, we just ordered some fish from there. So stay tuned to that video. But yeah, love this tank. Let's move on to something else. My favorite guy. Sorry about these tanks. There's algae that's been blooming in here. And it's not from the window because look at the back of that. I mean, maybe I have plecos in there. It's not really from the window. I think it's from like all the light because it's like without this light, it's dark, but the algae's still there. I don't know. But anyways, whatever. It's real life. My favorite fish, and without a doubt, by far, my African lungfish. I do have some shrimp in here. because to see what they look like when they grow out. And it's crazy because they grow faster in here and get real red than compared into that tank. Maybe it's because that tank is light, I don't know. But the ones that are kind of clear get really dark in here. I don't know why. If anybody can tell me, leave it in the comments. But I love this. He will get a bigger tank, or she. They will get a bigger tank. We have plans coming soon to upgrade everybody. So don't get mad. Save your comments and be positive so I can upload more videos and hopefully inspire somebody else. But yes, favorite fish. All right, my cichlids. Their tank is so small. This is a 125. They're getting pretty big. My Dovii, beautiful fish. My Midas. And General Butterco fried tilapia and electric yellow African cichlids. I believe they're Mbunas, I believe? Mbunas? I'm not a real big fan, or let's see. I mean, I like African cichlid tanks, but I prefer like the South American, Central American, the bigger ones. So I got these two because they were the last ones for a African cichlid tank that I was going to start up, and they're the only ones that hung on. So I think I like them, but just two, obviously. This tank is going through it. Everybody had like fungus on them. I believe it was fungus, and then there was some it going around. And I do have another fish, Feste, in there, but he never comes out. He's super mean, so I don't know. But I did have, excuse me, all of that. Like, look at it. If you can see through there. I don't know what it is. Everybody's getting better. Nothing on him. Nothing on him. Well, one or two dots, they're going away. Everything cleared up on my African cichlids. It's just those two. And kind of my Feste that hides in there that still have it. So I increased the temperature. The only tank with a heater, except for the Pleco and shrimp tank. So I'm gonna salt this tank again with some aquarium salt, and then yeah, I have the heater. I took some of this duckweed out of another tank and put it in there just to stop with hopefully some of the algae on the glass, and it seems to help. They like it and they're out a lot more. So I think I'm just gonna keep it. It'll probably grow. If it dies off, I have tanks with more. I'll just put some more in there. But yeah, they're doing good. Nobody has died. So we'll keep you updated. My 220. This tank, to me, is overstocked. And I say that because you have a silver arowana up there. Let's see. Shouldn't jump. He always, or she, whichever one, always seems to like to jump. But they're about 16 inches. And that's probably on the lower side of 16. But huge. My Indo-Atlantic tarpon, Indo-Pacific tarpon. They're doing great. I'm glad these things only get about a foot, a little bit bigger, because they're a menace. Like, they be flying around, splashing, knocking up these plastic pieces that I have, hitting the water. They're cool fish, but they're tank busters. So I can't wait to upgrade them. I do have more Africans, these Frontosas, and I like these. They're doing great. You see how big this male is getting, this dominant male. I have another male. Where's it at? Oh, that one, right in front of me. That's a male, I believe. No, wait. I thought I had another one. 3, I have 4. Ooh, hopefully this fat guy back here didn't eat it. I'm really hoping, because he knocked off 2 of my frontosa, I believe. So, red-tailed catfish, he's getting absolutely huge. You don't know how fast they grow until you get one, just like an Oscar. But everybody's doing great in here. My black bar silver dollars, I do want more of them, but I'm not sure. Like, every time I see them, they're smaller than these, and I've had them this big. Well, they were a little bit smaller, but that's how I got them, just so they can survive in here. Oh, it's back there. I also have a Royal Crown knifefish and the golden Chinese algae eater, which is turned black. Has anybody else done that? It was all gold when I had it in this tank. And then for some reason it turned black. I don't know if it's trying to mix in with the surroundings, but it didn't do it in this tank. So I don't know. I have no clue. My female Dovai, she's getting big and doing well. But I do say this tank is overstocked because everybody's breathing hard. I have 2 filters on this tank and a little power head, but there's no real oxygen being put in. Well, enough oxygen being put into this tank for all these fish. And everybody moves. They constantly move. The arowana's huge and constantly moves. These, I always want to say tetras because to me there's just big tetras. Silver dollars, they move around constantly, needing air or oxygen in the water. Everybody. So what I'm gonna do and what I do is I pull that, matter of fact, I'll do it right now so you can see. So it's gonna be kind of loud. Hopefully I'll be able to stay on still. So if you can hear that, I pull it up so the back can suck in air and push more oxygen in the water. And the bubbles that you see are oxygen, but when they explode, they release oxygen in the water. So yeah, now a little lesson if you didn't know. But yeah, so I do that. It's kind of loud and annoying, but if that's what it takes for my fish not to drown, I'll do it. So beautiful. I love this tank. One of my favorites. I don't like the dimensions because it's tall and not deep enough, because none of these fish will be okay when they get max size. Nothing in here. So they are having to upgrade again, so don't worry about it. But yeah, my 220. All right, let's go to this tank. This is my quarantine tank. And it's ugly. This is like my goldfish tank, really, that's turned into quarantine. You didn't see in the last video. I'm not sure if I posted, it's been so long. My Oscars, matter of fact, you have seen them. They've gotten huge. My green terras, that thing, my African pike, my old pike, ate them, which is crazy because they didn't look small enough. So it's weird and crazy. I did just get 1, 2, where are they at? If you can see it back there, 3 and 4 koi. I did have koi for a while before, but then they died. So I wanted to get some more. I got them from Twins. I get all my fish from Twins in Stockton, California. So go check him out. John is cool. And his fish are very well priced. So he had this like 4 for $50 or something like that. And I grabbed them because I really want to have koi again. I'm not a huge fan of koi only ponds, but I do like koi. And you see how big and long I had these goldfish. So, you know, maybe the koi can get big. I am gonna have another pond. So I wanted something to put out there all throughout the year. I also have these black belt cichlids. There's one there, there's one there, and there's another one. And it was up here if you know were watching. And I believe that one got nicked on the side by my African pike. There's no fungus. The tank looks really bad because they're goldfish and they're disgusting. There's no real, heavy filtration. I just have air pumps. I do weekly water changes on this tank to keep everything down. So the water itself is fine. It's just dirty, like the particles in it. Nitrates, everything else is not there. So that's fine. I don't mind a dirty tank. I will come in and knock all that off when I do a water change, probably tomorrow. But again, it's not a big deal to me. As long as your fish are healthy, we're good. Everybody's doing fine, they're always begging. Okay, up to this tank. Also, if you're new to the channel, this is one of the first stands that I built. And it's 125. They're 6 feet by, I believe, almost 2 feet by 13, 18 inches, something like that. And they're stacked. So it's cool, and I have it strapped just to the back, you know, for earthquake purposes because it is up in the air high. Yeah, but let's get to it. So I took some fish out of this tank because my Tret cichlids, these striped ones, my Beischer, that's one of my other favorite fish right there, were breeding. But I don't see any eggs. And I believe I only had 5 in here. It's horrible that I don't exactly know how many fish I have in here. And it's because I've been really busy. So, yeah, it is 5 because there was a female, male, and male. And he paired off, I believe, with her, and he kind of paired off with her. But there's no room and no spaces to breed. He was putting his, you know, secret sauce over here with one of the females in here, but I don't know why they have stopped. Who knows? I'll keep you updated. I also have a black skirt tetra, and people don't understand how mean these fish are. Also, Grami there, and I believe there's another Grami somewhere, and a bristlenose pleco. But people don't understand how mean these guys are. Like, not only is it outnumbered, but they're not messing with it. Look at this fence, not bitten up, nothing, not hiding. And these cichlids could kill it if it wanted to, but they're monsters. They're menace. I didn't buy this one. I actually got it when I bought a fish tank a while back, and the lady gave me the fish, so I like it. I enjoy it. All right, next ones. You know what we're gonna do? Water. If you have a fish room or just fish, I don't know if it's just me, but I just have buckets of water, and it's because I get fish and do the plop method. I'll put them in the tank like I had these koi, and I'll let them float to get temperature acclimated, but then I do plop and drop after that. So I put a net over, or I just pour the water out of the bag and then plop them in the tank. Yeah, so this is water. I get lazy. Okay, this tank, which is always hard to film because as you can see me back here, there's a glare. Other than that, my beta 1, 2 beta. Where's my other betas? Oh, 3 betas, 4 betas. I think that's it. Huh. But either way, you're seeing it with your eyes here. You're seeing it, beta tank. It was originally a beta tank, and then I bought some Colombian red-tailed tetras. And it's funny because I got, I think, 7 of them, and I moved them up there, but they had babies that hatched. And so I just, you know, kept feeding the tank because I had these guys. The eggs didn't get picked off, nothing. So they just grew. You can check out another video. They just grew. And now I have these monsters. These are bulletproof fish too. They're beautiful and everything, especially like that one, and that tail is flamed up. Look at that. I don't just keep big fish. I do keep smaller fish and community style tanks because it's interesting, you know. This was actually a neon tiger barb, and then it lost its ink. So people think they stay forever with the ink, which I am highly against. I got this one from the lady that gave me that black skirt tetra. It actually goes away. Also, my golden ram that I got from somebody, I can't remember, but I got it with the plant. It was like $5. So it's cool to have in this tank. But yeah, the neons or glowfish, they don't last forever. A lot of them are injected and then it fades. And then people have regular fish and they're mad. You know, I don't support it. I didn't buy it. I do not support any of that. Any glow, anything. I do not support it. They're naturally beautiful in itself. So, yeah, I'll never buy it. I'll never support it. Whatever. Anyways, sorry about that little rant. Everybody's doing great. I also have a Jardesian arowana that's gonna go in this tank back here. As soon as it gets big enough. To me, in my experience, this is my first one, and it grows pretty slow. I feed every day, and mostly pellets, and I have a variety right there. I have cichlid pellets, and I use koi pellets because of the different vitamins that they're in. It's cheaper, and also there's garlic, and garlic cures diseases and illnesses and all that. Sorry for the glare. But yeah, I do a mix, so they're not just having crude protein and all that. Different vitamins and supplements and koi food, and I do a mix. So maybe it's because I'm not power feeding per se. It does eat tilapia and shrimp, but it grows pretty slow compared to the silver arowana, unless it just haven't took off yet. But very beautiful fish. Lastly in this tank, which I enjoy this fish, it's kind of skittish in a way, but this giant red-tailed gourami. Come on. It acts so skittish, and it is the biggest fish in the tank. It doesn't group together at all. Like, its only friend is this Jardesian arowana. That's it. You'll see them around each other and nobody else. See, like, they'll forever be by their side. The silver arowana will leave out a little bit. He'll stay. Unless it's feeding time, then he'll come back. But they're always paired up, which is cool to see. I believe that's it with this tank. Again, you know, some algae. I don't have a plego in here, which I probably should, but a lot. Again, it's sponge filter, plants. So it's more of a natural type of deal in here. Everything mostly here, 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 and those 2 tanks right there, all are on sponge filters. Obviously there's a canister, but all of this is on sponge filters. I have 1 pump right there and another one back in there that controls these. It's great. It keeps my bill down. And I do kind of weekly water changes depending. And it's only like 3 inches. So we'll say 20, 30 gallons of water out of each one. But yeah, this is my fish room. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and comment. Tell me what your favorite tank was. Personally, I really like this tank because you won't see anything with them. You won't see these specific fish in with each other. So I really like this. But yeah, if you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe. And tell somebody. Show them if you liked it. Oh, I have one more. Boom! I always forget about this tank. So I do have, I believe, 10 panda cories and this angelfish, and I forgot what it's called. I did have 5, but one time I was doing a water change and it got super low and it wiped out everything. So that's the only survivor. Beautiful angel. I am gonna move it so it can color up because it's gorgeous. But you know, till then it stays. It's enjoying its own tank. I do have a bristlenose pleco on the back. But yeah. Again, I hope you guys liked this and enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.